Yeah, it helps it. Huh.
I also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. I've had a pretty good morning actually. Isaiah's quick fix on the tank on the other side. It's doing its thing. We got little drips here and there. Planter is happy. Tire holds air. We should be ready to rock and roll for the day. So I just put 80 gallons of, oh, I remember I needed to zip, bungee cord. Put 80 gallons of fertilizer in the tanks. We can put 400 in. 400 will give us about 90 acres of running at however it is, 4.5 gallons per acre. But we are loaded up and we're gonna go give this a try. We gotta check a few things, depth, stuff like that. But hoping for a good morning. I appreciate you guys watching along. Let's get after it. Let's put some corn in the ground finally. Had our first mess ups. Ran out of seed in one box, so I only put enough in to get trial running. I was nervous if I had to put it in and we were gonna have some issues. So one box ran out and we're only doing like a I guess it's 4, maybe 5 acre field. And then the other thing that we had an issue with, the center rows weren't doing a good job with seed contact. Well, when we added the marker arms on the wings, now it pivots down. So that function of the pivot in between, which I like it to some degree, it doesn't work properly with the weight on the wings. But the marker arms are a lot nicer. So I moved some seed around from hopper to hopper, wrapping this little corner piece up. Gonna go down, get the tractor. That way I got fertilizer up here. Fertilizer rate's going good. Knock on wood, things are good right now. Okay, so we got one field done and we got a lot to go. But locking it up, not the biggest end of the world. Would have loved to have the flex, but with the weight on the outside, it digs down the outside rows some more, so that does not work very well. But oh yeah, light bars. So I am gonna go get the 27. We're gonna bring a tote up here, that way tote and a bunch of seed up, that way I can just hammer and run back and forth, because we have about 30 acres left to do out here. So not a full fill up of the planter. That doesn't get me a 30 acres. I think it's 20 some acres to fill up on the planter. Fertilizer, we're pretty good, but I don't want to fill the totes completely full in case we do have an issue and then we lose a ton of product. But then we can come over here. We got over 30 acres here between this field up over the hill and then the hillside, and so on and so on. My goal is to just keep hammering. Yeah, I got some help if I need it to come in. Right now it would be great. They could run me up fertilizer, but at the end of the day, what else would they be doing for the day? So maybe this afternoon I'll have somebody help me move. We'll get up to the other ground. We'll see how it goes. Knock on wood, things are doing its thing. Little stuff for day one of planting. Yes, we're late. Yes, there's still a lot of people planting corn, like a lot. And there's a lot of replant going on. And there's a lot of wet weather. So I left that pile there when we picked that rock. We gotta get better at it. But yeah, we just gotta walk down. Take our 10 minutes of fitness program and yeah. Okay, we'll get ourselves filled right up. Yeah, we put enough in, and we had a few spots that might have some misses. So we got channel. This is 93 day, so our longest day corn. I believe we might have some 95, but everything else is mid to high 80s. And if we're gonna have the summer that they're saying, as far as a hot summer, which hopefully is the case, we should be good to go. So let me get filled up. I got 11 bags on board, and we'll put enough fertilizer to get us through all our acres here. I gotta remember next fill up, move those marker arms in about 6 inches, and they'll be dead on for where we need to be. Yeah, we're moving. Really glad I got duals on, because there's some wet spots out here that it'll go dry and the surface is dry, and then it's just enough dip. And I know if I had singles on, probably sinking and dig enough to make it a headache. But we're moving. We got that one tile line out there that's crushed or plugged somewhere, so we got to farm around that, and we'll have to this summer we'll go out and get it dug up. But this is closer to 30 acres, so I'm not going to make it all on one fill up of seed. We put 11 bags of seed in and had a little bit in the hoppers. 11 bags will give us about 25 acres, 26 acres. So we'll have to stop at some point, get some more seed, and make it happen. So I made the executive decision not to go through that wet spring. Yeah, it's just a spring there. And as John Burr said, they'll dry up at some point, and sometimes they run all year, and sometimes they dry up early, but we would sink. We are close enough on seed to fill back up. I brought 11 bags because it fit well on the tote, and we'll go get 11 more. That will give us another 25, just over 25 acres. So got a few passes left there, and we're on some hillside. I just didn't want to have any skips and any issues. Everything's going well. Yeah, see, we're getting close. So let me throw what we got left in here in the totes. I think we're pretty well dialed. We might be able to go a little bit heavier. 40. You gotta keep in mind, stuff slopes from one tank to another. Yeah, see how this tank is down in 20 because we're sitting on a hill. Okay, so say 30, so 60 gallons in it out of one. So we use 120, and we've done almost 25 acres. 120 divided by 25, 4.8. Dialed. Filled up, got enough fertilizer on board. Took the pickup up here with seed on it, because the totes, when they are full, the 27 has a little bit of an issue picking them up. They're heavy, probably 25,000 pounds, if not more. I'm not exactly sure the weight of liquid fertilizer, but you'd figure it's more than water, quite a bit more than water. So milk is 8.7 pounds per gallon, like we talk about when we're hauling manure. Some of that stuff might be 12, 13. Say manure is heavy, but fertilizer, I don't know. Towing those totes back yesterday, my pickup did not like it. I'll tell you that. We got a turkey out here. His ears perked right up. We haven't seen the raccoon since last night. It's okay, it's a turkey. They're endangered, bud. You can't just kill them. Well, protected. Not endangered, protected. Last year, this was very sketchy with just singles on it. Duals is a little bit better, but some elevation change. We'll get it done. We got diff lock on. I'm hoping I got just enough seed to wrap this field up, but I think we're gonna have to go down and get some more seed and a little bit more fertilizer. We can finish everything out back, and then we just got the 2 fields out front. The boys at Circle Y, when we come up over the hill, there's quite a bit of elevation change here, and way over there, just at the top of the knoll, all of a sudden I was like, well, that field looks brown. So the boys at Circle Y, Yakabuchi, they're over there spreading manure on those fields. That's a pretty good, I don't know if that's a mile away, but I was able to zoom in on my phone quite a bit, and I got Steve went out there spreading. So they got 4 tanks going 5 miles. There's one going by. I can see it. You guys definitely can't. So AC is not keeping up. We do have to blow it out. I forgot that. And it's warm in here. It's cold, but it's still warm. We're sweating. It's cooler than outside, but it's hot outside. Somebody texted me and said it was 91 degrees out. I don't know about that. Not gonna test my luck on the side hills any longer. I'm gonna go get some more fertilizer. Pickups around the corner with seed. We'll drop the seed. That will put us good in a very good spot. And then run back up with the tractor and fill up. Not fill up, but put enough in that we can make it over the next hills. That way we don't have too much weight on us. But very excited. We got corn in. Quite a few acres in for day 1, and we're gonna keep pushing. Probably run as late as we possibly can. We got some things coming for the tractor to make our lives a little easier. It is actually a gorgeous day out. Like, gorgeous day out. We're very blessed. We're supposed to get rain Thursday morning, so I got the rest of today and tomorrow into like Thursday at 3 a.m. and then I'm praying I have all of it in by then. If we can keep up this pace, we might be able to. We got a cylinder that's leaking a little bit. We're gonna work through that, but as you see. And I just noticed that there is a rock stuck in the closers, which I have never had that happen. Not with this style closer, which is kind of odd. So I wonder how long that's been in there. Hopefully it didn't affect too much. So we're switching to Seedway. This is a 9696. This was our best yielding variety last year, I believe. Yeah. If I can, yes, because I got a bunch of it. So we've gone through quite a few bags. We'll get loaded up with this and get that rock out. Go get the tractor. Yeah, things should be good. Got some graphite and we're good to go. So Seedway, this stuff is treated and it's purple. It's all treated to some degree, but this stuff has the purple to it. Yeah, based on different varieties and different manufacturers, they're different. So I do think the purple looks cool. Just a little push and it was out. So we're still doing good. And I'm sure somebody's gonna say, oh, you should have picked that rock before you planted. We'd be here a long time if we picked every single tiny rock. But the big ones, all part of farming. I have no idea what just happened, but driving along and something made a horrendous noise. I don't know if we picked a rock up in the tire. That was so weird. I don't see anything messed up. It sounded like it came up and smashed around, but these tires are a little beat up from whatever he did before. But scared the hell out of me. I don't know what it is though, or what happened. Thought maybe we broke something. Everything looks good. Alrighty. Thinking we picked up one of these rocks and threw it around the tire or something. I'm really confused on that noise, but hopefully we're good. So we got 250 gallons or so. Gallons, 225. Yeah, 250. Got 1,000 gallons total, and we're transferring from one to another. I'll go ahead, take your cover off, take the top vent off too, the lid. Hook our hose up that we made. We had to cut these because they didn't fit in between. Didn't think about that. And then it's just gravity feed into here. And this is some in-furrow starter. 723.5 is what is on the label. I forget, they gave me a slip. There we go. You gotta get a cover for that one and this one. This one leaks a little bit. Brand new. It's gotta be on the old style side of it. But vent it, that way it comes out nice and easy. So I gotta sit here and hold this a little bit so it doesn't leak. Otherwise you let it go and it starts leaking. So it does have the seal, it's gotta be, we just need some, you gotta hold it just right. So we're gonna go to, oh, I gotta focus on this. Probably 800 or 80, which will put us at 160 with both sides full. So that will put us in a very good spot. Last field out back, then we can do the two in the front. We actually got some packages dropped off. Thank you, Hannah. I was running around getting stuff and I said, hey, can you grab me something? So Hannah Summers picked up. She also moved us around the other morning, so yeah, neighbor. We're not dating them. Relax, people. Her. Relax. Everybody gets worked up when I say something about a girl on the channel. So my friend's hanging out with her. Dating. I don't know what they are. But how are you doing? A little warm. We blew out the radiator last trip. Just because we have been working in the dust, but a week ago this ground was unworkable because of some springs and stuff like that. When I dissed everything through, it went through nicely. We had some wet spots, but they are drying up and we're supposed to get rain in 2 days, so this should be kind of ideal that we're planting into moisture in the ground but not into mud. So I'm happy at where we're at, because a lot of the ground we would have been planting into wet holes or around. For the timing we're at, it's doing its thing now. So we got to learn on this ground. I think we worked it a little too much. Well, we made some clots because we worked it when it was wetter, but we had to get going. Well, last year it had some clots too, just harder. Yeah, pieces of rock pretty much, or pieces of dirt. So need a little bit different tillage tool, and I think the rolling baskets would have helped, but timing didn't work out. So next year. So last year I only did 2 passes, so 16 rows is the headland. We realized with the combine you need 24 rows at least. 16 made it really hard to turn, get back into the rhythm. So 3 passes around every field is what I've been doing to make harvesting with the combine good. There's still people really worked up that the combine's outside. I do not know where I could put the combine, to be honest. So yes, the head can come off. Somebody said tarp it, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You got to keep in mind, I grew up my whole life with nothing in storage. I know that's a dairy farmer thing and whatnot. I know I got a lot of friends down south that they don't buy stuff. Grig Farms, Kelly, her and I were talking about it, and she was absolutely shocked about how much stuff in the Northeast gets left outside. She said she would not buy a piece of equipment if it cannot go undercover. I want to get that way. Just keeping things nice, keeping things out. Well, other than the birds getting shit, but we can fix that. I saw that in one of our group chats. We were talking about that. There's been birds everywhere making a mess of everything. So, but yeah, we got work to do on the combine, but that is not like a priority at the moment, and we're not waiting till the very last moment. So we are gonna get that fixed up 100%. And now we know what the capabilities of that machine is, and I'm very excited for this year in it. Get the AC, we gotta fix. I'm pretty sure the muffler's blown out. Our muffler is plugged, causing it to build back pressure, making that noise. So we're gonna get that fixed up this year. Make it 100%. Farming like it's 1984. Right, bud? You'd like the AC, wouldn't you? It's cold. It's blowing cold air. It's just warm out. Like really warm out. It might be 90 something. We are wrapped up out back. Everything's planted. Got the two in the front, and then on to the other farms. So, what a day. Keep pushing though, right? Oh, we're locked a little bit there. Oh, mock pry bar. I learned last year, don't shove your fingers between places because it hurts. Pretty good on fertilizer. And the handle that Seth hooked us up with there, that's been that's a game changer. So last year I put my fingers between that and I smashed my hand, and that hurt for a while. Everything looks good. Another rock. What the can't even tell when it's acting up. It looks great on the ground. Is that one gonna unlock? So how this works, yeah. Fold, unfold, or release and fold. This one's a little tight probably. But what goes on is when one goes up, takes some pressure off the other. Oh, come on. You're gonna fight me now? Huh. I was worried about that. It's fought me a few times, but nothing too crazy. It's when you go to fold it up. Oh, come on. Oh, watch me struggle with that. So what we'll do, I've learned some tricks. See how it helps it? Huh! Blew a hydraulic line, didn't I? Yep. That was a new one. Newer one. It's got an odd shaped. Nice. That shuts us down and makes a mess. Dang it. Well, that was not the content I wanted to have because we got a lot more acres to do. Uh-oh. That broke off when it came down, didn't it? Oh, that's not good either. Oh my God. I've never... That's your stop for... So where's the rest of it? Well, that did not go according to plan. Okay, so this is a valve that came off it, and I don't have a spare in my pile of planter thingies, but we do have this marker arm setup that we had, and I think the lines are all the same because I had to make, well, this was new 3 years ago, and so was this. So let me pop that off. The end is definitely the same. We'll just have a bunch that we got to zip tie up. Nope, they're not. They're smaller. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. It's all different. Oh, that's not good. Okay. It pays to have some good people in your life. Chris, who got the hubs off at McFadden's there, he said, hey, you need me to make you a hose? I said, where are you? He's in Fonda. So 30 minutes away from, well, he works there. But I said, if you want to, I'll make it worth it to you. So we'll get 2 of them. We're going to make them 2 inches longer. That way they got more flex. I think once the planter was lifting higher, it was pulling it out. So there's only 2 of these on the machine. So if we have 2, we got a spare. Always something. Freaking guys to the rescue. Brad told me go get a hose, and I said I am. That is literally the service and good friends that like make the world go around. I got 2 of them. They're slightly longer. Chris is actually helping Brad move around there. I don't even know. Brad still has 2,000 acres to go, so he's making it happen. But he texted me. He said, "You want me to be there?" And I literally pulled in, and he pulled in right behind me. Got to get our tools out of the toolbox. Got to be self-sufficient. But whew, look at that view. It's gonna be a good night to have a good night. We got a lot of acres ahead of us, so we got to keep moving. It was a good first day until we blew this, but it's all part of the power of the course. And that snap piece is kind of bothering me, but we're gonna fix it. So we've learned how to fold this up, and part of it's like a 3 to 4 step process. And not being on a hill really helps, but we're on a hill. So if you back up a little bit while lifting, it will flip it right over. So make sure that's all out of the way. Close this up. We'll get down below, we'll fix our Alright, we in? Yep. Alright. Then we'll get a ride back up. Come on, Diego. I'm gonna get the planter filled up with seed. We'll get the light bar on the back. We actually upgraded some things on the front. So as you see, we got a light bar right here. This is really temporary, but we got one on the other side too. So at the end of the day, I had somebody drop me off these today, and that's going to give us enough visibility. We can plant through the night. The saddle tanks get in the way of the lights. Lights weren't very good anyways. But all temporary. Keep pushing through. Let me get some seed out, and we will load up. Yep. Hydraulic. That. It is what it is. It is 10:57 by the time I got that fixed. Moved down here, loaded with fertilizer and seed, and well, we got 20 some acres left to go on the home farm, and we're gonna make it happen. So light bars are on. We got a little switch going on up here, which, yeah, I think that it was a big win. Same with light bar in the back. So we're gonna push through. We definitely need more lights on this tractor to make it the ultimate planting tractor. We're not a 7810 like Brad Jones, but we got some lights. And 1984 called, or 82. This is an 82. 82 called, and they're ready to go. So let's get this all planted up. Absolutely everything's fighting us. So I forgot about the stop on that one side, so we got bolts in it holding it down, and then, well, here we are. I'm like, no pump light. Well, where is it? The connector got ripped right out. So what the hell? I'm gonna try to slide it back in and crimp it, but we'll see in a second. I'm gonna leave you guys in here because there's the amount of bugs and everything flying around the lights now. And we are back rolling. So got the pump back on, got my hat over it, because the light's super bright actually at night. So probably gonna tape it over or do something, but just had to get the fitting back, the connector back on and crimp it back down. Not sure why it got pulled out, but we'll keep going. So if we can wrap up the home farm, which is about 2 hours of work, so we'll be done at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning at the rate we're going, then we will be in a good place. So we'll keep going. Well, I'm exhausted. We're wrapping up the first of this front fields, and fertilizer does not seem like it's running right. I'm kind of thinking that we have a plug screen, because they are not moving the right way. So let's see. I dropped it. There we go. How plugged do you think this is? Well, it's also... Oh yeah, we got some in there. Oh yeah, quite a bit. Yep, fertilizer was not coming out properly. Got out, screen was plugged up with stuff. Fixed that. Now we're back rolling. My hands are burning though, because I got fertilizer on any cut. So, big negative on the liquid side for that, but we'll keep pushing along. Might wrap this field up and call it good. I'm pretty exhausted, to be honest. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. We got almost all the home farm done, but I was falling asleep. We're gonna get at least a few hours of sleep, and we'll dive right back into it. Appreciate you guys watching along. What a battle. Thought it was gonna go smooth. See you guys on the next one.